Right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda. Choose any new Mazda and get low 0.9% financing. Or get 2.9% financing for 72 months on select new Mazdas. Move and be moved in your new Mazda with tremendous savings from Team Mazda on Airline.
It's all freaking hungry.
So Wednesday is gumbo.
Happy Wednesday to you, by the way.
What do you mean Wednesday's gumbo? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, in my pocket here.
In his pocket.
Easy.
Traditional Louisiana meals on Monday, red beans and rice.
Of course.
Okay. In fact, the red beans and rice people are going to be here.
Yes, they are today
the
at
big
9.
fest.
9
That's
o'clock
right.
hour.
Yeah.
Look what you did.
Tuesday, po' boys.
I'm down. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, gumbo.
Oh, yes, please and thank
Thursday, jambalaya.
Oh.
And Friday is the seafood day, the catfish and the shrimp etouffee. And
so what menu is that you're talking about?
that's our South Louisiana traditional Cajun Monday through Friday. menu. Yeah.
And then what do we do on the weekends?
On the weekends, you drink heavily.
I was going to say you drink.
Heavily. Emphasis.
That's where you can do pizza and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You get to branch
to
out on
sop
the
up the alcohol?
Branch out on the weekends.
I see.
What
I
we were
see.
saying for this week, if you're, if you're following Lent, then a lot of the meals you mentioned, they're going to have to be tailored and tapered to seafood. So if you were eating gumbo, you couldn't eat the sausage.
No chicken and sausage.
Right. On
Seafood,
Fridays. Yeah.
right?
Mainly on Fridays. Some people don't do meat
Fridays,
on
right.
Lent.
Yeah, I know some people that give up the meat for the
entire
whole.
duration.
They'll still
Yeah.
eat seafood.
Yeah.
I always wondered,
You can't go wrong.
does that count? Does seafood
We
count
actually
as
had.
meat?
No.
No.
What?
Does seafood count as meat?
No.
always wondered that.
It's red meat. It's red meat. It's the body of Christ. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the body of Christ, the flesh.
Okay.
Also red meat. And so it's red meat specifically. Seafood is quite literally a different animal. So we actually had, and I can be able to see it. I don't know why I'm calling it up on my phone. I don't know why I'm going to show you. But we had crawfish for the first time.
How was it?
Did you boil them or went out and got
No,
them?
I cheated. I cheated. I went
please.
to Tony's.
Oh, show them. How was it?
And so.
Yes, you could see the trays.
Here
you
it
can see the red. I
And
see the
so-
red.
Oh,
hello.
that's my dad, and
Dad.
I've got my wife over there, and younger daughter,
Look at
older
that.
daughter's back from school,
Yay.
and my son was there, and so we did. That was Friday,
Yeah.
and so we had a little LSU baseball on, and I will tell you this right now, they were good, and they were soft like they had just malted, and they were easy to peel.
What was this, Friday?
Oh, woo. Yeah, and
Okay.
so
Price?
Price is good.
Look, they're fine. Now they'll come down. They'll continue to come down. I will say this, and to a person, everybody at the table said that. Had some spice on them. Now Tony's always does that.
Yeah.
Good flavor.
And we all love a good spice down here. But even for them, they're like, "Is this a little extra?" I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe they double dosed us." It was great. Crawfish are great everywhere right now. Just them prices will continue to come down.
I went
that
out
was
to
the first
eat
time.
with friends. Met some friends from Friday night in Prairieville,
Yeah.
and I won't say where because the crawfish was $29 for 3 pounds. So that's what, $10 a pound?
What?
Yeah, that's still pricey. I mean, overall, it's a lot cheaper than last year was.
Didn't
Yes.
get them.
Bucks.
Didn't get them. Nope.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
don't
going to
say
tell you
where.
where. It's a great place to eat, but
Mother
of
I
pearl.
thought that
That's-
was a little.
You got to sell.
Even for now, that
Yeah.
was too expensive.
Yeah, and they'll be
I
coming
think
down.
so. They will as we get closer to Easter.
It was
So
the meal. That was one of their meals, but
Sure.
dinner.
you'll have crawfish before you know it.
So they were good size.
Yeah, no, and they'll get bigger. They had some that you would consider small. But man, those things were easy to peel. I'm telling you, they were soft, and it was just literally like push, pull,
Yeah.
pinch.
Oh, Tony's they've got it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. They're so good.
But you can't go wrong with anything. Even if you
Potatoes,
don't like
corn.
crawfish, which if you live in South Louisiana, how?
Right.
They've got
Potatoes were
so
great,
many
corn was
options.
great.
Yeah.
So
So give me
good.
a pound today just to clear my nose. Now that,
That
you
might
said,
do it
now
with the
that
double
you
dose of
said,
spice?
Yeah, the double dose of
It'll
spice.
get you running.
Yeah.
You won't be able to
Tony's is
control
all-
it.
Did your kids start eating it at like a younger age, or?
They're all they're born. Woman's just celebrated 400,000 babies.
Yeah.
3 of those are ours. So they were all born. Not 300,000, just 3. That's
Wow,
busy.
feeding a village over
We're
here.
not that busy.
triple
Hey,
fingers.
how you doing? Just 3. Period. But yeah, they're all born here, and they all started going early with that good food. We're very fortunate. My wife and I love to cook. We come from families who love to cook, like most folks in South Louisiana. So the kids have been initiated with great food.
Yeah, my daughter's been eating it since she was like 6 or 7. She
Raised right.
loves crawfish.
Raised right.
We have a cousin. He's only about 3 years old, 4 years old, so he's been eating crawfish.
Come on.
But I think he mistook when they said, suck the head,
Yeah.
suck the juice out of it. and he ate the eyeballs, which that's a little bit different. We said, you know,
That's next level.
You suck the head, don't suck the face of it. But you know, I'll tell you, you raise them down here. Let me tell you this: none of it goes to waste.
Just
Oh,
eat
look
the
at
whole
that.
thing.
As long as the eyeballs are seasoned. And, you know,
They
Yeah,
were-
it's true. It's all
and they
food.
were.
It's all edible.
They were.
It's all edible.
that's wild. Yeah.
Raised right.
That
Kids
is
are
wild.
lucky here in South
We moved
Louisiana.
here and we were still writing letters back when I moved here in the dark ages. And I got letters from my high school buddies. You people in Louisiana eat things we don't even step on in Texas.
Oh, get out of here.
Well, they're the ones
yes,
missing
we
out.
do.
Roadkill, Texas.
Come over
right.
and enjoy it.
Yeah, they're
I
missing
lived
out.
there too, and we got it better in Louisiana.
That's right.
South
live with more
Louisiana, much
spice.
north of Buffalo. It's
That is
Texas.
Texas.
Shreveport.
Yeah.
They eat crawfish in Texas. They're just not as good as here.
No.
obviously.
Especially when you sprinkle the seasoning on the bugs after you boil them.
I have seen that. That's like,
I've seen that too.
yeah. How do you do that?
You have got a shot right now that I know you like showing off the false river. I say we get some, go out to a dock, boil them up, and just sit down and enjoy them.
I think it's
This
a
looks
great idea.
Look at that.
Yeah, let's do that. Absolutely. And it's going to be warm out there, too. You don't even need the jacket this morning. Matter of fact, temperatures are starting out very warm out there. We're already pumped up into the 60s. We're at 65 degrees, well on our way to high temperatures in the low 80s, even though it is a relatively mostly cloudy day out there, and we're not going to get quite as much sun as we've had over the past couple of days. Pair of 7s, that's what we had for a high yesterday. Today, we're going to be a little bit warmer than that. And we're going to have a small chance of rain for today. It's about a 10 or a 20%. That's really about it, but it gets windy. It'll pick up as the day gets closer. Then Thursday, Friday behind the front, looking a lot nicer, but definitely on the cooler side. Then in the extended, the next thing is going to be that secondary cold front. That's going to move in Sunday night going into Monday morning. That might actually give us the possibility of severe weather. So that one we're going to have to keep a watchful eye on. Spring is officially going to be here in less than 24 hours. That's going to be the equinox tomorrow at 4:01. Meanwhile, on our live local radar, we're seeing a little something out there in between Winfield up to Alexandria and Ville Platte. They're getting a couple of very, very light nuisance showers, maybe just enough to quickly wet the ground, nothing more, nothing less, deriving out of the Houston, Galveston area and moving in our general direction. But like I said, whatever we get for today is bound to be on the light side. I think the graph is doing an excellent job. I really do think this is what the future radar is going to look like. As we go into the afternoon, the graph is picking up on that impulse coming out of Texas. It weakens, it breaks apart before it gets here. We stay mostly cloudy and breezy with a high of around 80 this afternoon. And again, just a couple of hit or miss showers, maybe just enough to wet the ground. But after the cold front moves through tonight, we're going to cool down in a very big hurry. And by tomorrow, I think we'll be even colder than that. We'll be dropping down to the mid 40s by this time tomorrow. So once again, the roller coaster ride continues. And here it is on the GFS. This is the second cold front. This is the one that we're expecting Sunday late going into Monday morning. And this one over here, that's going to pack a little bit more of a punch. That's going to be a better chance of thunderstorms and unfortunately maybe even the possibility Sunday night of severe weather. Now right now the SPC, they're leaving out Baton Rouge, but remember this is like day 4 and day 5, so when we get a little bit closer, I wouldn't be surprised to see that yellow kind of move down to the south and affect the I-10 corridor. So that's something, it's kind of early in the ball game, but we're going to keep an eye on that. Today 20%, nothing more, nothing less, high 80 degrees, and again it will be breezy and humid out there as well. We really see temperatures go down in a hurry tonight. We'll get the cold front right in this time frame here. Overnight low 46 degrees, so going from 80 today to 46 tonight to 66 for a high tomorrow. So we're definitely playing the roller coaster ride, but after that Sunday, Monday time frame, the rest of the forecast looks good. So all in all, it still is a pretty good looking 10-day forecast. At 7-Eleven, Johnny A, hopefully the roads are at least a little bit quiet.
Yeah, they're okay. They're coming, getting slow coming in from Denham, and that's normally what we see. In fact, let's go zooming in and see where the backups start. So you start to see the brake lights right there at Jubin on-ramp, and there it is. That's I-12 at Jubin. So right before the Jubin on-ramp at the overpass, it starts to back up and slow down drastically. Stop and go traffic all the way to Range. Once you make it past Range, picks up a little in speed crossing the Amite River Bridge past O'Neill, and then right around Millerville and Sherwood Airline. That starts to slow down there on that section of the interstate. About 35 minutes from Jubin to the 1012 with average speeds in the low 20s. Upper teens for some parts of that, even single digits for a little of areas that are really, really congested. And then toward the downtown area, we're only a little slow around Acadian. Acadian on and off ramps to be closed later this morning. More on that coming up. 7:12, you're watching WAFB 9 News Now, our 7 o'clock morning edition. Again at 3:30 in the afternoon. Right now, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
7:13 your time, real quick before you get going, following a few things for you, including a shooting from yesterday evening being investigated by BRPD. This is Newcastle, just off of Sherwood Forest Boulevard.
Yeah, not far from Harold's Ferry. In fact, if you look here, you can see that this happened right around 5:30 Tuesday afternoon, still while the daylight hours were out. You see people milling about. If you happen to see anything you think might help detectives, go ahead and call in those tips to Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Heavy police presence at another location. This is just down South Harold's Ferry Road as you get towards O'Neill. Liz, we had multiple agencies out here responding to something.
Yeah, we're told from the sheriff's office that it started possibly with the suspect who stole a truck from a nearby gas station.
Right.
We're waiting to find out some more details from all of the responding agencies, not only the sheriff's office, but we had EBR, EMS. We also had a potential dive team that were out there as well. A lot to follow here. The latest details we'll send to you through the 9 News app.
Where are we headed?
Yeah.
Right here.
We're talking about the weather and the day ahead here. It is Wednesday. Some big changes are on the way here as we get Jared Silverman and Johnny Isham back today. Another reminder for folks about the on-ramp closures there at I-10 Acadian.
right.
Give you an update about that in just about 5 minutes right here on WAFB.
We never stop going for
God, I
you.
turned the traffic into just fun yesterday.
Here's hoping they do it on time today.
Yeah, right.
Well, we try to prepare, so hopefully.
That's it.
With tax returns coming in, the Team Automotive Group can help you maximize your refund's value. Choose from a huge selection of quality certified and pre-owned vehicles with over 90 priced under $20,000. Stop by and save at any Team location or log on anytime to teamautouse.com.
Live and local from WAFB, this is 9 News This Morning.
Wednesday morning, the 19th. Glad you stayed with us at 7:26. So the Acadian off-ramp may close again today. Let me show you kind of where this is located. It's the westbound off-ramp right here and the eastbound on-ramp. What they do is the construction company requests from DOT a block of time where they're going to be working, and they have approved 9 to 3. So sometime between 9 and 3, they're going to close that ramp. And what happened yesterday is Baywell got backed up. Folks going north on Acadian and realized the ramp was closed, went over to Baywell, got over to College Drive to go down and get back on the interstate, and it was just a mess. So we expect that might happen today. There's Acadian Thruway looking back toward Perkins, already backed up, and that's before the closure. That ramp and that ramp are going to be affected. Scan the QR code, download WAFB's First Alert weather app. Turn on the alerts, get the first alert to changing weather. Is the weather changing? Well, Jared Silverman will give us details on that next when he comes back. Stay with us.
Good morning to you on a Wednesday. You are looking live over the downtown area. We got a little bit of a break of sunshine, but mostly cloudy, and it is going to be a mostly cloudy day throughout. Mild and muggy start, 65 degrees. You're not even going to need the jacket for today. On our way to high temperatures in the lower 80s. New Roads at 63, Macomb 62. So even to the north, really not that cool this morning. Mild, and it's going to get breezier and breezier as the day wears on. Winds will be out of the southwest, 10 to 20, gusting to 30. Right now on live local radar, we got a couple showers out to the north and west, mainly away from our area, but there will be about a 10 to 20% chance of a couple of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly cloudy, breezy and humid, high near 80.